Hello friends, welcome to Simi's cooking story. Today's recipe is made up of something that you usually throw off your kitchen counter after a week. That is nothing but ripe bananas, overripe bananas. But before I take you to the complete recipe, if you have not subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe. Click on the bell icon to have my latest recipes. Now let me quickly take you through the ingredients. You need about 2 to 3 ripe bananas, 2 eggs, 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of castor sugar, 1.5 cup of flour, cinnamon powder, cardamom powder, salt and a little butter, 1 teaspoon of baking powder and about half teaspoon of baking soda. Now the ingredients that you see on your screen, that is 2 eggs, 3 to 4 ripe bananas, 1 cup of castor sugar and about a cup of milk, are all the wet ingredients that we are going to beat to form a smooth mixture, and then we are going to mix the dry ingredients. So first, the very important step is to sieve your flour. We are not sieving the flour to remove any particles, but we are sieving it so that a lot of aeration can be formed, which helps you making the bread soft. So I have added about 1.5 cups of flour, 1/4 teaspoon of cardamom powder, 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, salt, 1 teaspoon of baking powder and about half teaspoon of baking soda. So we are going to sieve all these ingredients. Sieve it really well. You can sieve it once or twice. Once done, you can keep this mixture aside. Now we will form a batter of the wet ingredients. Let's crack 2 eggs. Beat them really well. If you have an egg beater, you can use the egg beater or the hand whisk. I'm using blender. Now I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of butter. To this, I'll be adding 1 cup of castor sugar. Castor sugar is always good in baking, but in case you do not have castor sugar, you can use normal powdered sugar as well. So just blend it really well. Combine all of it together. Make sure there are no lumps. Beat till the eggs are light and fluffy. So as you can see, my mixture is lump free now. The sugar has dissolved completely and it looks quite smooth. At this point, we are going to add the main ingredient, that is 2 to 3 ripe bananas that you have. Once we add in the bananas, it is again going to have lumps. So make sure you keep beating until the batter is smooth. Remove all the banana lumps. Make sure it gets well combined with the mixture that you're making. So let's start beating it again. I'll beat this mixture for about 3 to 4 minutes more. As you can see, the banana has well combined with the batter now. Now I'll be adding the dry ingredients that we kept aside. And I'm again going to give it a nice mix. You can mix this using a spatula as well. I'm just using the same blender. Now as you can see, the mixture is quite thick and we need a ribbon consistency batter. So at this point of time, we are going to use 1 cup of milk that we kept aside. Remember, do not add all the milk together. Keep on adding gradually while you beat the batter. So for me, it took about 3/4 cup of milk, and this is the consistency that we need. Now take your bread tin or any mold that you have, grease it well. You can also use the parchment paper and layer it up. and add in the batter that we prepared. As you can see, our batter is of ribbon consistency and it's quite smooth. Once the batter has been added, you can add in raisins, walnuts or cashew. Today I'm making a plain banana bread, so I'm not adding any ingredients as of now. I'm just gonna tap it once to remove excess air bubbles. At this point, I'm gonna preheat my oven at 160 degrees Celsius, and then I'm gonna place the tin in the oven. If you have an OTG, 160 degrees for 30 minutes will work well for you. However, if you have a microwave, bake initial 10 to 15 minutes at 160 degrees. After that, pause it and check if the bread is uncooked in the center. If it is so, reduce the temperature to 140 degrees and bake it for another 20 minutes at 140 degrees. As you can see, the bread has come up really well. Now I'm going to cover it with a damp cloth and leave it for about 10 to 15 minutes and let it cool down. It's been about 15 minutes. Now I'm going to loosen the ends and demold your bread. Remember, two very important steps here. Do not loosen it until and unless it cools down, and do not forget to cover it with a damp cloth while it is hot. That will retain all the moisture in the bread while it is cooling down. As you can see, the banana bread has come out very clean and it looks super soft. So any bread you make should always have a nice crust and should be soft and moist from within. So now let me just slice it for you. Let's see how it is from inside. And there goes the first piece. So as you can see, the crust is nice and brown, and from inside it is really soft and moist. And that's it. You are done. So that was our recipe for today. Do try it and let me know if this turned out well for you. Also, in case you have any queries regarding the temperature to bake it, please post in the comment section. So friends, keep cooking, keep eating and enjoy watching our recipes. Thank you so much for watching the entire video. Bye-bye.